Hello everyone and welcome to the Mancini the Amazing channel, and we are here for the legendary 15th episode of Pokemon A to Z. And here with me is one of our beloved co-hosts and commentators from such incredible episodes as that one where we tried to do a bunch of weird terrors, and the one where we talked about how other people were very good at Pokemon. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I am the one, the only BBRAFF.
Yes, the BBRAFF. Very well respected member of the community. And you also have started uploading for this season of the VBL-S. Is that something that we may be expecting to see more of throughout the season?
Whenever I remember to, like, what was it? I think there was one, like, back, so I uploaded consistently in Season 2 and first half of Season 3, and then, but there was, like, a few times where I'd just forget, I think, and I'd have to go back and just do, like, post-com. And that's what happened week 1 of this season. Like, I made a video with Sam during Content Week, and then I was going to start recording my first video, and then I'm just, like, completely forgot about it. And I almost forgot this week, too, but...
Well, it was fun watching it earlier today. So I'm glad that you got to it, and you know, I'll definitely have a link to BBRAFF's channel if you guys want to go check that out. And today we're on the 15th episode. That is the 15th Pokemon, and for those of you who've watched the last episode, you may have been able to guess that this episode we're doing the other Avalugg, the Hisuian form, and getting most of the way through the V's, and at the end of our consecutive Volcarona, Vivillon, Vespiquen bug type spree, we're into Venomoth. So which of the two Pokemon would you like to take this episode
to
talk about?
Let's do the Venomoth.
Okay, so take us through Venomoth.
Okay, so Venomoth, its stats are absolutely terrible, but 90 speed and 90 special attack are borderline usable. However, it has
That's what I said about
some
Vivillon.
good abilities.
Sorry, Vivillon's 89 speed.
Okay. The abilities, the first two abilities are pretty good. Shield Dust is good for Rage Powder, Sleep Powder support, and Tintilens is good for Quiver Dance offense. You could also go completely wild and try a physical set if you really want to, with like something weird, but I don't think that
Venomoth did lose one of its greatest synergy options this generation. So it used to have Infestation, and I think it probably, I imagine it still does in Nat Dex. But in singles, you could use Infestation with Shield Dust to like trap opposing poison types, and then be able to set Toxic Spikes up after. Never been particularly important in VGC, but I think with Terra and the fact that it does have access to recovery, it might have been an option. So yeah, like you're saying, the Quiver Dance option, offensively, Bug Fuzz, Air Slash, Sludge Bomb.
It has Acid Spray, but
Psychic.
I'm not sure it's fast enough to
Acid
utilize
Spray,
it.
Air Cutter. I mean, 90 is definitely reasonably fast. It's got Struggle Bug as well, which is a pretty good support move. But it certainly does not have a wide threat bubble of coverage, which is why Tinted Lens is so key on it. But one of the main thing I was trying to mention, no Pollen Puff, is definitely something which is interesting as a limitation that it has that not a lot of other bug types have. Because they have Pollen Puff, which does give them that recovery-based support, and that's just not an option that you have with Venomoth.
Yep. Ooh, it has Disable.
It does have Disable.
Which it doesn't. I don't think it has Encore, but you never know.
You could do a double Pokemon combination. You have your Iron Bundle and your Venomoth out.
Can you Encore and Disable the same turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Disable also lets you beat choice Pokemon.
Indeed, just protect. Like I know when it was popular in Reg C, the Encore Disable Screamtail, you just protect the first turn, the Flutter's out, and boom.
Mm-hmm. But yes, Rage Powder, I think, is something that we haven't mentioned as a major part of its
Oh
toolkit.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
it has redirection, which is valuable. It combines that with Shield Dust, which, as we explained in the VVL episode, synergizes very well with support options, because it means that you aren't affected by the secondary effects of other Pokemon's attack. So that gives it two particular synergies. One is being immune to Fake Out, means that priority moves that are otherwise subject to that sort of disruption don't impact you in that same way. And the other one is that it does have some synergy with Focus Sash, as it means that secondary effects such as burns and on poisons for if you do Terra, or if the other one is, aren't likely then to KO you through a Focus Sash.
Indeed.
But yes, the main limiting factor you'll find, I think, on this Pokemon in terms of what you can do, is its kind of lack of a particularly broad threat bubble in terms of how it threatens opposing Pokemon. Poison and Bug are both reasonable types, and with Tinted Lens you can definitely get through like a couple of your steals or whatever, but the Terastallization, it just doesn't really do that much for it offensively. I've seen people try to take advantage of it, and you really are better off like genuinely trying to bulk it out and then using that for like some sort of Quiver Dance inevitability with Morning Sun, rather than trying to do an offensive Terror. Because honestly, you should just be using Tinted Lens, and sometimes even a damage boosting item, because Bug Buzz does synergize with Throat Spray if you want to try and break through your checks quickly.
I don't really have much to add there. I think we've gone through Venomoth pretty well.
We have it at 8 points, and then the Avalugg we have at 6. So when would you consider picking up Venomoth in a draft?
In a draft, cheap redirection. I need cheap redirection, and maybe I already have them on that requires EV Light.
Yep.
I'll look to Venomoth.
It's definitely like quite solid, because it does have that consistency built in from that Shield Dust. But yeah, certainly no Volcarona. So Avalugg, the Ice Rock one, Strongjaw. It does not have great options to refuse that. Ice Body. If Snow is active, it heals 1/16 of its max HP a turn, as well as getting that big defense boost, which can really ball over with the Ice Body. And then Sturdy, which is if hit with a special move, survive at 1 HP. Because with your 184 physical defense, I believe I calculated that you can make it live a Shifu CC.
Nice.
Or no, I think that was the regular one. Sorry, I think that was the regular one. But still, so this one has worse special defense than the other Avalugg, I believe. I'm pretty sure the other Avalugg has better special defense.
The other Avalugg does have better special defense.
10 more special defense. That's a significant difference. This one instead is faster, and therefore good in Tailwind. Does Venomoth have Tailwind? It doesn't, right? Yeah, no, I lost
Venomoth,
that.
I don't believe so.
Format. Or did it never have that? It might have never had it. I just wanted to double check that. So yes, 184 defense and body press is fine. Now, Ice and Rock is like
Not
a really
great.
awkward type. They do technically synergize, but they don't really. Like, they don't support each other's threat bubble offensively that much, because they threaten a lot of very similar Pokemon. The main advantage is that Rock is resisted by Ground, which Ice is super effective into, as you may have seen in our previous episode with that Landorus switch in not working out for our opponents. And outside of that, it like you do have that neutrality into, well, it's super effective into opposing Ice types as well with Rock. But defensively, these types just do not synergize. Flying, Ice, Normal, and Poison are not a great set of resists to have, and these weaknesses are very difficult to Terra around, which is something which is awkward for a Pokemon which has a mediocre typing that it then wants Terra to deal with. Because
that's why we probably just need to run Sturdy.
Yeah, maybe that is the answer. Sturdy weakness policy. because Custap isn't in the format. Oh, that's right. I forgot it had a signature move.
It's basically just better Icicle Crash.
I disagree.
Why?
Oh, I mean, sorry. You're right. It is an improved version of Icicle Crash. I would just run Ice Spinner. I think Ice Spinner is better Icicle Crash.
No,
I'd phrase that wrong.
Yeah. I think Ice Spinner is better as well.
Yeah.
Or if we want to get really weird, yeah, there is Strong Draw Ice Fang, but I don't want to run Straw Draw because then we'll just die.
That's what the Assault Vest is. That's what the Sand is to deal with. You know, there's a million. That's what Venomoth's job is to deal with. You know. I don't know what this Pokemon does. It seems to me to be significantly worse than the other Avalugg. You know, there are definitely positions to me where you might want to pick this up. This one's like, okay, if I wanted to pick up a random rock type, they are much more numerous, and like this Pokemon, why is it faster than Avalugg? Why isn't it less special defense? Why is that the change they decided? I think they also gave it less special attack, which is good, in exchange for more attack, which is also good. But yes. I don't know how to use this Pokemon effectively, because there just does not appear to me to be an obvious type that you should Terra into to try and ameliorate these weaknesses. Is there something that I'm missing?
No, I feel like maybe water could be decent, but
then you're still weak to grass.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Ice
So,
doesn't resist grass.
No, Ice does not resist anything except Ice. Yeah. I was thinking that grass is maybe your best bet because it gives you a resist to 3 of your weaknesses. But then you're still taking Steel, Rock, and Fighting moves pretty poorly.
But it's good versus the Amoonguss, which might go up against...
It means that you don't have a losing matchup into the Pokemon that you should be a hard counter to.
Exactly. So...
is Mountain Gale a draw move? It's not, right?
I don't see why it would be based off its name, but...
No, it's not. It's boosted by Sheer Force, which is not surprising. Wide Guard is like technically some utility on this Pokemon. I don't know if this... Yes, I'm not sure what to do with this pair of Pokemon. Is there anything...
You can run Icy Wind. That's utility.
You know what? Icy Wind is some utility. Doesn't get Helping Hand, which is unfortunate. And the worst special defense, I think, means that it cannot live that Flutter Mane like we had as the calc on the other team.
I pulled up a Flutter Mane calc.
If you throw an Assault Vest on it, do we live?
If I throw Assault Vest on it, it lives Specs Moonblast if it's not Terra'd. If it does Terra, then
it seems like we can live Specs Moonblast with Terra. Now, if it's Modest...
We can, actually.
Yeah, no, we can. We can live Modest, Specs, Terra, Moonblast. It does take most of our EVs, but...
Yeah, like all of the EVs, pretty much.
But we still have the nature, you know? That's what...
That's why I feel like we should just run Sturdy.
But other moves exist, beyond just the single target move.
That's true. But you know what? That's valid. It just you did Assault Vest Avalugg last time. I want to try to branch out, maybe do something funnier.
What is your suggestion?
Honestly, that Sturdy weakness policy sounded kind of fun.
Okay. You know, we'll do the weakness policy Sturdy Avalugg. We need to calc it to live a Shifu Rapid without a boosting item.
Yes. I'll do that real quick.
Okay, well it does.
Oh, it does? Oh, it does, yeah, because it's,
what about Terra Water?
The amazing ice table. It lives Mystic Water, but not sure about combination of Mystic Water to Terra Water.
It won't live both Mystic Water and Terra Water. I think there's like Adamant we're still running like 0 speed min. I think we're probably still Terra Growls. Or are we running like a Terra of one of these offensive types? So definitely the first thing that comes to mind is that we actually run Protect here. And then I think we would want to use Venomoth to try and get us Trick Room up, right?
Yes.
Unless we're running fast.
No, I think you support Venomoth to try to get it up Trick Room.
All right.
Powder, Sleep Powder. Are you thinking something like a Berry or like a Sash on Venomoth?
So look, this one it is bulkier than Vivillon. It is more likely to get usage out, like value out of a Berry. However, I think it's still Focus Sash. I think this typing is just weak to too much.
Or we could do Mental Herb, but
for what purpose?
Taunts.
Right, but
taunts fairly common.
But Rage Powder goes first, and then after that we just click the attacking move.
That's a great point.
Like, you know, it's not like this Pokemon is unusable after it gets taunted.
Do we run Bug Buzz or Struggle Bug?
Probably Struggle Bug, you're right. It's got anti-synergy with Sturdy.
I guess, but
we're running body
still. Let me think.
So look, Rock Slide is in the first.
Do we want Mountain Gale or Ice Spinner?
I think Mountain Gale. If we're committing to offense, we should commit to offense, right?
True.
So Rock Slide is like just the default move. That's how we like abuse things. Now the follow-up move needs to like be funny and good and strong. So what resists our dual stab? A Shifu. Right.
We don't have a single thing to hurt. Terra Blast.
I think it might be Terra Blast.
This is so bad. I love it.
Look, all I'm saying is we are trying to use Avalugg.
Yeah.
I don't think we should be surprised that it's not very good.
And then what's our Trick Room setter going to be?
That's a great question. I've got literally every Trick Room setter available right now. I'm going to say not Mimikyu or Azelf or Alolan Raichu since we did that last time.
Yep.
So a different Pokemon. Literally everything is open to us.
How are you feeling about Oranguru?
I don't think it makes any sense with these Pokemon at all.
Okay. I just thought Instruct Rocks plus 2 Rock Slides would be fun.
I guess we can like Symbiosis with it. I take it back. I take back everything I said.
Yeah.
Now we need to give Avalugg a Citrus Berry. If Avalugg is a Citrus Berry, it can do it. I have faith. And then what's the thing that actually should be?
Do you normally accept Open Team Sheet or just ignore it when you do this?
So I never like click it first. Depending on if my team, if my opponent's team is one where I already am familiar with the team, I don't, because I don't know why I'd give them that advantage. But like if someone's using a fun team, I absolutely share Open Team Sheets with them.
Okay, because I was wondering because they won't fake out Oranguru because they'll assume it's Inner Focus.
Yeah. Either way, we're using Symbiosis, and then probably like a Booster Energy Pokemon.
Do we do Pinch Berry or like boosting item?
We are not running a boosting item. I'm sorry, but we're just not doing that.
Agua. I remember, what was it? I had a team back in like Series 6 of Sword and Shield where I had Bulldoze, activate Weakness Policy on Rhyperior.
Yeah, it probably is Bulldoze, right?
It does have Bulldoze.
Yeah, like this probably is what we're running, right?
Yes.
And then like Hyper Voice last.
Like either Hyper Voice or
Terra Blast, right?
Psychic Stab or Terra Blast. What's the
no, it's not Psychic Stab. We're too scared of getting sucker punched by.
True.
Well, King Gambit, but I just remembered also Qianfao.
Yeah, I think Terra Blast is good. Probably like Terra Fairy, like you.
Yeah, Hyper Voice is fine because it like synergizes with Avalugg to just kind of like clear stuff, like Rock Slide to clear stuff off.
Sure.
But Terra Blast is definitely also fine. And then if we use Terra Blast, we can Terra Blast Fairy against.
I also like Terra Blast because in emergencies you won't be dead versus ghost type. Or I guess we have bulldoze, but doesn't count.
We do, in fact, have bulldoze. So we're definitely more scared on the physical defense side, right?
Yes. For Ringu, at least.
Most
like,
special
honestly, maybe
attackers,
just Mechs.
Venomoth redirects around. Should probably be minus speed as well. Oh, the other thing we could do is be the minus speed item and then pass that to Avalugg.
We could, but I don't think we need to.
Well, yeah, I guess my concern right now is that Avalugg is moving after... Hey, this numbers are the same. Avalugg is getting its weakness policy procced after it is attacking.
That's a good point.
Not that you would do that to synergize with like a Gyro Ballmon, though.
Yeah, but we also lower its speed with bulldoze.
Right, but it's still moving first, and then doing no damage.
So, but the lower speed item won't really. Or oh my god.
The important thing is about
room service Avalugg.
Yeah.
And we pass it. Wait, no, we don't want room service Avalugg.
No, we
yeah,
want
never mind. You're right. I'm thinking about it the opposite way. I think you're right.
I think we do want, like, I mean, I don't think it's great, but not Power Herb. Any of the power items but Herb.
Or you could just run Iron Ball.
If I'm doing this no, I don't want to pass an Iron Ball in case there's like some weird stuff. Like, I don't think it's ever better to run Iron Ball unless you have Fling.
I feel like.
Oh, what tears Venomoth, by the way?
I feel like it is better to run Iron Ball, because if they, I don't know for whatever reason, but if they're like a Rotom that tricks you, or wait, does it say Flying type or Levitating? It just says Flying type. No, it says Holder is grounded.
Yeah, it says Holder is grounded. I think that is...
tricks you, then you can hit it with a ground move.
Yeah, it's true. They did cut telekinesis, right?
Yeah.
So like Venomoth, Terra type.
I think
Venomoth does not have a page on Pegalytics.
That
despite the fact it apparently has 0.01% usage.
I honestly need to look at the type chart for Venomoth.
I'll do it on my screen.
Okay.
Fire, flying, psychic, rock. I think it's ground?
Fire, flying, psychic, rock, ground. Ooh.
It's not an easy type.
Ground just resists rock.
Yes. There is no type that resists multiple of those without being weak to one of our existing types. Ground also gives us like a random electric immunity, which is cool. It's not like
true.
The biggest.
I'm trying to think about what's like good, like what people will be using.
Just Terra Water, actually. It gives us the fire resist.
I'm thinking Terra Water.
Water is just generally like a good Terra.
Yeah, like all the Iron Hands using Terra Water at Worlds, even though it's not weak to anything.
Yeah, I mean that's the idea is more that Iron Hands resists electric already, so it's very unlikely to be targeted with a move that's super effective after it terras, because Iron Hands is a very bulky Pokemon, so it doesn't tend to rely on that sustain. I think if we're running bulk, like the Struggle Bug and stuff, we should just run Citrus Berry. Like Citrus Berry.
That's a good point.
Max HP and the other thing.
Max HP, yeah.
So
yeah, maybe.
I think we want like maybe a second Trick Room setter, and then we want like a fast mode OK-mon, and then another mon that like our second Trick Room setter has to also be good in Trick Room.
Okay.
And then another
so like a offense Trick Room hybrid.
Yeah, I mean we're definitely thinking that this is like a hybrid Trick Room team, right?
Yeah. Okay, so what's a strong Trick Room setter that's also
Hatterene's
slow?
Definitely not terrible.
Hatterene's not the worst.
It does share the steel weakness with Avalugg.
Yeah.
I think if we try to pick a Pokemon that doesn't share a weakness with Avalugg, though, that might prove to be a bit of a challenge. It could be like a random ghost.
It could be.
Like Poltegeist.
Look at strong special attack ghosts that are slow, and there aren't.
Poltegeist.
But Poltegeist,
boosting item Spiritomb.
that's a little funny.
Poltegeist or the boosting item Spiritomb?
Oh.
I think they're both pretty funny, to be honest.
Yeah.
We can also
Toad,
use...
Toedscool.
Toedscool is not
but
slow.
no, because, yeah, it's not good.
And, like, it doesn't move fast, and it's not strong.
Exactly.
Toedscool actually doesn't meet any of the criteria that we set.
No, I just saw it, and I'm like, ooh, I like
Bennett.
Toedscool, because it was really good for me yesterday.
Okay. Oh, Toad's cruel. I thought you meant Toad's cool, which is definitely slower.
No. Bennett could be interesting, because it has, like, Frisk, which is always good.
Bennett is notably, like, not very good, but I'm fine with using it.
Yeah. I mean,
Like-
we're not using very good Pokemon.
Yes, but I don't mind putting, like, a top end of decent Pokemon on it.
True.
I think the answer is probably Spiritomb.
Yeah.
And then try and run, like,
You
an
can't go wrong with
offense boosting
Spiritomb.
item on it.
Is it... I don't really know about Spiritomb. Is it Pressure or Infiltrator?
Infiltrator, because it ignores screens. Which is
Okay.
normally, like, a decent piece of counterplay to Trick Room.
Yeah. Oh, your video just cut out for me. 1 second. I'm going to leave the call and join back.
Okay. Moveset wise, Spiritomb is definitely like a reasonable Pokemon to use. Probably.
Yeah, Spiritomb is not bad at all.
Okay, wait.
We're doing...
You go back quickly.
It's a little...
Shadow Ball, Trick Room. Don't think I want Dark Balls actually.
No, I don't think we need both Dark and Ghost Tab.
I mean,
What other moves does it get for offense?
Psychic.
Is that literally it?
Yeah. Icy Wind, which is not offense. Could be Snarl, just for the utility.
Yeah, it's also good with Avalugg.
Absolutely.
We maybe want something to proc Avalugg weakness policy.
Such as Terra Blast Fighting?
I don't know, what physical moves does it get?
Rock Tomb.
Oh, that works.
I mean, technically, yeah. Sure, we'll run Rock Tomb.
Tomb. I'm not... Are we sure about Calm Mind? Actually, there's nothing wrong with Calm Mind.
I think that Calm Mind will probably... it gives us, like, the ability to deal with some of the main counterplay to Trick Room, which is, like, protect, spam, and switches, by giving us that sense of inevitability.
Yes.
So, yes. Also, this one's actually slower than Avalugg.
That's good.
It does help. It makes it a little bit better at setting Trick Room. So yeah, we want like a pretty like mid-rangey sort of mon, I think, for our next mon. Is there anything that interests you? Ideally, it could function in or out of Trick Room. Maybe something that works next to Venomoth.
I feel like something that can like help.
I think we do want like a genuine like top tier mon.
I kind of like Hisuian Gudra with like Life Dew.
No, that doesn't gel with what we're going for at all. With any of our Pokemon.
I just want something that'll like help heal a little bit.
That is the opposite of what we did with Avalugg. It does not synergize with healing at all. It will just...
That's a good point. I was thinking more for Calm Mind Spiritomb, but...
Consider this Calm Mind as just a counterplay to if our opponents play passively around us. It's like a tech option.
So we want something that can be silly and hit hard.
We would ideally, yeah, like something that can hit hard. And we can have like we can take like a genuine decent Pokemon, because we just are trying to build this to be something that fits within a draft budget.
We have a Rangaroo. Do we just throw Torkoal on there?
No, like I said, I want something that's kind of mid-rangey that can function outside of Trick Room. We could do
Torkoal,
Torkoal and then also like a boost Rangimon.
True. That Rangaroo can pass the Iron Ball too.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I said boost Rangy. I just meant photosynthesis. Obviously, if we have Sun, we don't need.
But
boost.
Yeah. I feel like actually that booster energy plus pass the Iron Ball is a fun idea.
Yeah, it's definitely an option, right?
Photosynthesis.
Annoyingly, they didn't give Iron Hands photosynthesis.
Well.
Yes.
We could run the booster attack Iron Hand set that nobody runs.
It doesn't have photosynthesis.
No, but we run booster energy.
Yeah.
And not sun.
Like,
so
dropping Torkoal. I mean, running Iron Hands will definitely make this team better, right? And then we just need
yeah,
like a genuinely
no Torkoal,
fast Pokemon that's
Iron
good.
Hands. Because that Iron Hands could even, I think it'll underspeed a Moongus with an Iron Ball.
Probably.
Probably.
I can make it do that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Come on. Level 50, 0, Brave, 31, so we'd be hitting 60. Which I imagine is not particularly difficult.
No. You don't even need minus speed nature.
Yeah, but why would you run a different negative nature?
I don't know, I'm just saying you don't need it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. I was like, yeah, but you don't really benefit much from running a different negative speed nature on account of the fact that you don't want minus attack, and that's the only other valuable nature. Negative nature. Yeah. So, Fake Out, I guess then this is like CC Wild Charge? Or is this Drain Punch Wild Charge?
I don't know. I don't know the booster sets. I just know that... I'm trying to remember who ran it. I think it was like the junior NAIC champion. And booster Iron Hands.
Well, yeah, the question is just CC or Drain Punch, and that's a question for you. Well, which one?
That's a question for me? Ooh.
What, sorry?
I mean, generally Drain Punch is just better.
Yes. So, Drain Punch, that's fine.
So, Drain Punch.
Last Mon. Probably want a reasonably, like a genuinely fast Pokemon that is a special attacker. And when we say fast, we also mean in terms of like the game speed that it presents.
Yes.
Could you like Spec?
We
this
could.
Is
we could.
No, we already have another Ghost.
Yeah, no, I don't think.
I just stopped just trying to take Pokemon that I want when they don't really make that particularly much sense.
Okay.
We could do Meowscarada. It does put it at like a decent speed top end, and it does also have Trick Room.
I forgot it has Trick Room. And Flower Trick is good.
Mm-hmm. We can Flower Trick our partner Pokemon for 1,000,000 damage.
Do we run the funny move that got nerfed?
I have no idea what that move is.
It's Ally Switch.
Oh, no, I was just thinking Play Rough, but...
Okay, yeah, that's probably better.
To be fair, I don't know what Play Rough is for. What dragons are we worried about?
It's for Darker Shifu, I guess?
Yes, I mean, Flower Trick hits that, I suppose, would be my thoughts there. What we would want the last move to cover Flower Trick resists. So that's like Torn, Amoonguss.
Yeah. Thunder Punch.
Rillabeezy. Thunder Punch for Amoonguss.
For Torn.
Amoonguss is probably maybe more of a concern.
Let him or Sash. Acrobatics for Amoonguss, I guess. If the Sash is used up. I kind of like U-turn, honestly, just so if we're in Trick Room, we can get out and get our Mon for free.
Sure.
And just accept that it's not good versus Amoonguss.
That's fine. You know, sometimes you are just in a situation where you are not good versus Amoonguss.
Yeah.
And we have Terra Dark.
What's the Terra on the hands?
Steel. It's Heavy Slam.
Steel? Oh, okay.
Water's maybe better, but Steel's fine. No, I guess our ground matchup is pretty awkward. Water's probably better.
Yeah, ground is a little...
Like, we don't mind water. We don't mind ground at all if we're Terra Water. Okay, so are we taking this to ladder?
Sure. This is probably not going to go well, but...
Hey, I have been often impressed by the Pokemon that we've taken a chance on.
And we fight Trick Room. Or not really, kind of Trick Room.
They are using Zangers. We have lost.
That's a good point. But we have Iron Hands.
I don't understand. It's like, that's a genuinely good Pokemon. That doesn't impact our matchup into Zangers. So... Do we just
how
like
wanna
lead
play
Iron
this?
Hands or Oranguru with Avalugg and Spiritomb in the back?
I'm trying to see why we would want Venomoth or Meowscarada. For the Gastrodon, we have Terra Grass, Terra Blast if we need
Yes.
it. I feel good with that.
Sorry, was it Oranguru or Spiritomb we're leading?
Oranguru.
Oranguru, right? I want to fake out the Cresselia, but I also want to fake out the Zangoose. These Cresselia could counter our Trick Room. The Zangoose could taunt us. I think I fake out the Cresselia. It's less likely to have the Cover Cloak.
I feel like Zangoose always wants to run like Toxic Boost.
I have used multiple Zangoose, and admittedly, I
Shadow
never
Claw.
used Toxic Boost.
Why? It is Toxic Boost.
It's definitely Terra Ghost, right?
Yes. Does it do it this turn?
Well, we can probably just Wild Charge and Instruct, right?
Yeah, because I normally would want to Drain Punch, but revealing Shadow Claw means it's definitely... Oh. Wait, did we
Okay, if we get the roll, we win.
If we get a good roll?
I don't think it is a roll, but it was not a roll.
No. And we take.
Why did that do so much, but then not KO?
My Showdown is dying right now.
Okay, that is a bit tragic.
Now do we just Drain Punch Zangoose? Like, he didn't Terra that, or he might Terra this turn.
Yeah, we Drain Punch Zangoose and Terra Blast, right?
Or do we Heavy Slam? Oh.
Quick Attack.
Okay, it was relevant.
It's fine, we want to use...
But now we go Spiritomb.
I brought Venomoth instead of Avalugg.
What?
I brought Venomoth instead of Avalugg.
That's a problem.
That is definitely a problem. Okay, so we are losing this, but that's entirely because of my stupidity.
Okay, so we Sleep Powder Ursaluna before it can get the burn and hope it doesn't protect, maybe?
Yeah, and we Terra Blast the Zangoose.
Or do we... Or wait, we need Zangoose to die. We probably had to just Rage Powder, maybe. Or what does it do? Oh, it goes for Facade. Okay. Now...
Right, the Spiritomb doesn't have Snarl. We have lost.
It doesn't need Snow.
It has Shadow Ball and Rock Tomb against Ursaluna.
True.
We're in front of two normal types.
We rocked.
Yeah, obviously we Rock Tomb. We don't have another play. But yeah, they Quick Attack here, and then they Headlong Rush, or whichever they click here.
It's good.
Okay, so I think if we had Avalugg, this was a different game.
I agree.
But don't think it was a winning game.
No, not 100%. By any means.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it was still faster even at -1. So it was like moderately fast. Okay. So, game 2, you're clicking the buttons. And click them better than I did. Okay, Torkoal is a bad matchup.
Yeah, that's a big problem. Although we do have...
So we're leading Venomoth, right? No, it's not. Oh, it's Terra Water at least.
Yeah, I think we lead Venomoth.
Venomoth Iron Hands? Well, we could leave Meowscarada.
Trying to think. I don't really like Meowscarada here.
Okay.
To be honest, I think Venomoth Iron Hands.
Venomoth
with
Iron
Avalugg.
Hands, Avalugg, and Spiritomb.
Yes. Also, we probably shouldn't be. We probably shouldn't be Rock Tomb and Spiritomb.
We probably shouldn't be, but we are. So, so we definitely have to Terra Water one of these Pokemon. In my opinion, it's Venomoth. In my opinion, Venomoth goes for Terra Water.
Is Hisuian Avalugg normally Cloak?
So I was going to say we Terra Water Stronglebug and then fake out the Torkoal.
Oh. Okay.
We could also Sleep Powder the Torkoal.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Sometimes
I think Strugglebug's more consistent.
Yeah.
Terra Water Venomoth.
Terra Water Venomoth, Struggle Bug, and Fake Out Torkoal.
Okay. Fake Out.
Is that 217?
Nice. Okay.
Okay.
And now they're probably just Solar Blade us, right?
I have no clue.
I feel like we protect.
So
Venomoth.
do you think we protect Venomoth and Drain Punch Lilligant?
I feel like flinching means it's not locked in, right? For the Torkoal.
Torkoal is likely Chockle. Drain Punch should KO Lilligant from here.
Okay.
I think we protect and we Drain Punch Lilligant.
Yeah, that's what I did.
They sleep powdered the Iron Hands. This is circumstances developed in ways not necessarily in Japan's favor.
Yeah.
So Struggle Bug and then just try and wake and Drain Punch the Indeedee, right?
I was gonna sleep powder Indeedee.
You can, sure. I think Struggle Bug is better because I don't want to die.
I mean, just die. Yeah.
They did the thing.
They did the thing the turn that we weren't ready for it.
Wait,
okay.
they gave us Trick Room. Avalugg time.
We underspeed. The Torkoal will just kill us.
Did I? No, we have Sturdy.
Oh yeah, we do have Sturdy.
I mean, you can go Spiritomb first if you want.
No, and then we just Mountain Gale Hilligan, or do we Rock Slide?
I think we have to Mountain Gale Lilligant and go for a Wild Charge crit into Indeedee.
I agree.
No, I'm not sure that Wild Charge KOs. We'll KO from there. Now attack the Iron Hands, please.
Nope.
They did not attack the Iron Hands, please.
Not at all.
Do we have Protect on Iron Hands? We don't, right?
Nope.
Do we Protect on Avalugg?
We pray we live. I guess Eruption is a little bit lessened. Oh, it's Sylveon. Oh,
okay.
That's bad.
No, that's fine. What?
Oh wait, no, it's fine.
Yeah, we just Mountain Gale the Lilligant and Heavy Slam the Sylveon, right? We're attack boosted.
Sylveon could it could underspeed us.
Could underspeed. Yeah, I mean
Iron Hands.
So
I feel like
is the alternative proposition?
I don't know, because Mountain Gale has a chance to kill Sylveon with low. I feel like Sylveon would.
Oh no, that's physically defensive. That's physically defensive. No, yeah, Mountain Gale the Sylveon 100% of the time. Mountain Gale the Sylveon and Drain Punch the Lilligant.
Yep. And it's dead. Nice. This is why we run weakness policy.
Yeah, it covers all of those tricky matchups that you run into all the time.
Sun ended.
So protect Avalugg and switch in Spiritomb.
Yep.
We want to get Fake Out back. I hope that this just KO Spiritomb. It did not.
Nope.
It's awkward. Go for the double protect and Shadow Ball the Torkoal.
Yep. Yes.
Too good. We are simply skilled players.
Indeed.
I don't go for Fake Out. They have the Psychic. It was Terrain Extender. It's Terrain Extender.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Okay, so we just
Rock Slide and Drain Punch.
Trying to think, is there any reason to Wild Charge and not Drain Punch?
I don't think so.
No. And
gosh,
I think
that did not do a lot.
Nice. I don't know how we won that, but it works. Should we run slightly lower speed Iron Hands?
No, this
speed the base 60s.
Like, but then we're like faster than things outside. I don't know. Look, you could, yeah. We'll go for that 57 speed.
Yeah.
And then what was the other thing? Rock Tomb. I mean, Rock Tomb
not
is
Rock Tomb.
sometimes reasonable.
I
don't know. They actually seem fine. I think we just go for game 3. I think that speed change makes sense. Covering any base 60.
Okay, this is more standard.
This is base 60. So this is one of the ones where we lead. Fake Out and Trick Room, right?
Yes.
So which of the 3 Trick Rooms is it? Actually, do we ever lead like Meowscarada with the intention of trying to KO Grim early? I'll also note that the Meowscarada is Overgrow with Sash, because then if we get
Yeah, that's
like
good.
Moonblasted. I think we might lead Iron Hands Meowscarada with the intention of
I like that.
that, and then just bring Avalugg Spiritomb in the back.
I agree.
All right.
I was just thinking Venomoth doesn't do too much.
Venomoth is maybe a tech piece for certain matchups. What the hell?
Okay.
What is bro doing? So I fake out one of these. Do I? Actually, do I just Flower Trick and Heavy Slam?
I don't see why not.
Well, I could double the Dozo. Dozo may Terra Steel immediately. Flower Trick isn't going to KO Dozo.
But it's solo Dozo, so it doesn't have as much offense.
Yeah, but that means it most likely
probably just yawn.
I think I definitely Heavy Slam. I kind of want to actually U-turn into the Grim and bring out Spiritomb. Because if it reflects, then it will it'll live the slam and it won't live the double up.
Yeah, and then we can. Although if they bring in Flutter, Lando.
They brought in Lando. So they did still reflect.
Oh,
we got a convenient crit.
That's nice.
Spiritomb has Infiltrator.
So now Heavy Slam kills. Oh, it doesn't kill.
We didn't expect Heavy Slam to kill because we got intimidated.
True, and honestly, I think that's better that it's alive.
So
do we Terra Water here?
I think we're always clicking Terra Water. The question is, what are we doing with Spiritomb?
Trick Room.
I think we die, but maybe we don't. Maybe they go for
I think we die. Here, let me see.
And we Heavy Slam the Lando, right?
Spirit Break won't kill us, so they need to double us.
Yeah, we Heavy Slam the Lando.
Yes. And Trick Room.
Okay, that's good news.
Okay, this is good. That was a good turn.
Wow, that actually did a fairly solid amount of damage.
Now, do we just leave the Grimmsnarl? Or do we...
Yeah, I think we Shadow Ball and Heavy Slam the Lando slot.
Yeah.
It's most likely to be Assault Vest, which does mean it doesn't die, but we would likely be putting in a Ranger Star. I forgot about Parting Shot.
It's fine. Okay. Like, it's not dead, but... And then now...
Now we can simply...
we switch out hands?
Yeah, well, I mean, if the Dozo's unaware, we should just Wild Charge it, right?
Oh yeah, that's a great point.
I think I Wild Charge the Dozo and Shadow Ball the Lando.
I agree. Because...
it should pick up Grim if it switches in, and it's really good into the other 3 Pokemon as well.
Yeah, if it's not unaware, then...
like, it doesn't ignore the speed booster energy, but it does ignore the other ones.
Yeah. Oh,
okay. Well, you know what?
Oh wait, we have Mountain Gale.
I don't know why you think that helps. I'm going to say that it is not unaware, based on that. In fact, I suspect it is oblivious to Deter Intimidates.
Let me see.
So I want to switch out.
No, that could be unaware. That could be unaware.
Okay. I want to switch out Iron Hands into Avalugg and Shadow Ball the Lando.
It is unaware.
Okay. I want to switch out Iron Hands into Avalugg and Shadow Ball Lando.
I think the same.
Okay, did you click the buttons?
I did click the buttons.
Okay. They suddenly moved, and I was very, very confused.
Yeah, we're fine. Okay. We still have a turn in Trick Room.
I mean, that's not a good thing.
Okay.
So I want to protect Avalugg and Shadow Ball Azelf.
Yeah, seems good to me. You'll click him.
Okay.
And...
oh, that's right. Reflect. That's why he did Salute the Dozo.
Yeah. Also, it was still like plus 1 defense.
Yeah.
While charged, all that.
It's probably Sash. I would expect that we would put it. It was not Sash.
Oh, we just kill. Nice.
Cool. So now we're faster.
And now we just click Mountain Gale plus
Shadow
Shadow
Ball.
Ball. And hope that it doesn't 1v4 us.
Look, if it 1v4s us with the crit Meowscarada, with the Sash on Meowscarada as well, and the flinch chance.
Oh, and Shadow Ball does a lot.
Yeah, Shadow Balls are going to be doing a lot because they did not boost its special defense at all.
Yeah, so we're fine.
And like Mountain Gale is super effective. They only had one turn of Reflect left. You know, they would have needed to body press the Avalugg that turn, and then they were still too frail, I think, in Spiritomb, plus Iron Hand's Fake Out.
Avalugg's honestly been pretty good so far.
I mean, thanks.
It's like Venomoth. We need to showcase Venomoth a little more. Okay.
I don't.
You hop in another bath,
Lovely Mew.
maybe.
And I'm going to leave.
Very nice.
I mean, to showcase Venomoth, I think we would have had to maybe have used. I'm not sure how to use Venomoth in this format, right?
Yeah.
Like, we could theoretically have committed maybe like Slap Torn on the team, or Talonflame or something, and then committed to like a Life Orb Tinted Lens version. Like, I think that, you know, this set is probably one of your better sets. Maybe Protect isn't a correct decision.
I think it's one of the better sets, but Venomoth just sucks.
I mean, Venomoth doesn't suck, it's just, it does a very specific thing, and Avalugg doesn't really necessarily synergize with that thing. And we wound up building a team which Venomoth was okay on, but then we didn't run into anything where, like, I think because we ran such a consistent set of Trick Room setters, we didn't need redirection at any point. Fake Out was just generally more consistent. Which, you know, does to some extent talk to the flaws of Venomoth. It did get O-code when we brought it. Which wasn't the loveliest thing. But it also was being hit by a stab 120 base power move from a strong Pokemon, so I don't know
how we won that game. Oh wait, no, we got the double protect. That's how we won that game.
We did win, yeah. I mean, I think we probably could have played differently to get to different positions. The other time we brought it, I think it did get O-code in Trick Room, but, you know, that is what it is. And that's like the first time I brought it. So, how I used those Pokemon in recent history. Yes, so Iron Hands is off the table for our next few. And then what do I do? Dura, that's its debut, and I think that's definitely Meow's debut, and definitely Spiritomb's debut. I mean, honestly,
nice.
I think this just shows that Iron Hands is good with any set on any team.
Yeah, Iron Hands is just broken. Did it get picked?
Yeah,
in
it
one
might
of the in both conferences. I feel like it might not.
I think it may have missed. Ah, no, Iron Hands is free. I mean, I want to make transactions anyways. Maybe that's my plan.
Yeah, Iron Hands is free. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I'm happy not to be playing against it. It is a really consistent mon. You can genuinely slap whatever you want on it, and it is good. So look, everyone, thank you guys for watching. Definitely thanks a lot to BBRAFF for hopping on. It's been a ton of fun.
Yeah, this was very fun, and I think that it shows that Hisuian Avalugg may not be absolute trash.
I still think the other Avalugg seemed a little bit better.
Maybe a little, but...
Well, look, everyone, take care. Bye.
Bye.